So today I'm going to make a raw casserole using the zucchini for noodles. I think I'm going to use zucchini and cucumber for noodles. So I have my attachment to my KitchenAid stand-up mixer, and it's going to spiral the zucchini. I did smaller spirals instead of the real big ones. So this is a really cool machine, well, attachment. You know, the KitchenAid has all kinds of attachments. Ice cream attachment. This even cores and it does an apple as well. I think I just diced some cucumbers in here instead of using the attachment. And the attachment is real easy to use and clean. It's not that hard. And just take that off. So as you can see, the noodles are spiraled. Well, not noodles, the zucchini. Spiraled into thin noodles. So I had some leftover juice from my pesto, from the lasagna. So I'm gonna just pour that on here as my base of my seasoning. And I'm gonna pour some Italian seasoning mix that I made. We're going to mix that real good. Just get all the juices in there, mix it up real good. Get everything all coated real good. So that's like the bottom layer. So I want to do something different with the mushrooms today too. So instead of using walnuts, I am going to process the mushrooms using other vegetables. That's gonna be like my crumbles. So I am going to use this pepper and probably part of this zucchini that I used. Maybe a little piece of onion in there too. It's too high. And a little piece of onion. And guys, just know that I am making this stuff up as I go. And that's all part of the fun of being in the kitchen. You just kind of make stuff up and see what works. Yeah, it was too much. I knew it was too much in there. Hold on, guys. You know what? I'm gonna just put it in the big one. Can't use the little one for everything. I'll just put it in the big one. That way I can do everything. Put those vegetables in first before I put the mushrooms in. Some of the mushrooms I already got. Blend it up. So I'm gonna pause this a couple of times. I think I'm gonna add a little seasoning in here. Pulse that a little bit. All right, that should be good. So I'm gonna add this as a layer. And as you can see, it's just, and it's all raw, so it's just mushrooms mixed with vegetables and seasoning. So I'm gonna spread that. Now I am going to add some sliced tomatoes as another layer. And I apologize, I didn't have the tomatoes sliced. I should just do diced tomatoes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do diced tomatoes. It's better because it might be too hard to scoop up a piece anyway. So I'm gonna dice up some tomatoes. And the Italian seasoning mix, what I did was I just used some thyme, basil, oregano, a little coriander, and a little onion powder. Well, I use onion granulins, not powder. So we're gonna add this as a layer. Add that as a layer. And I had the vegetables left over from yesterday. From the chili from yesterday. So we're just gonna add that. That was those mixed vegetables from yesterday. So you don't have to waste anything. You always make a new dish for the next day. And then for this one, I am going to I'm gonna add, I forgot about my cucumber, so we're gonna add some cucumber on here. And we're just gonna dice up some cucumber. So you can, like I said, leftovers, if you don't have any more of the chili left over because you just made a little bit. But with my chili, I gave it to my daughter so she can try it, because I want her to try some of these raw dishes also. We're just going to add some cucumbers to this. And I didn't add any sea salt to my Italian mix this time. So you might have to add a little salt to this, little sea salt. So I'm just gonna add a little some cucumbers to this. So like I said, I wanted to add a layer of avocado, which is a good fat. So I'm going to take the avocado and I'm going to put it in the, you want to use a big one or the little one? I'll use the little one. Use make a spread with the avocado. So I'm going to put some sea moss and burdock root in with the avocado. So I'm going to chop the burdock root up first, because that's the hard one. So we're going to put some burdock root. And if you don't know where to, it's hard to find burdock root. I go to like the international store. Cam International sometimes have burdock root, and that's like an Asian market, so they may have burdock root, but it's called something else. So get that first. Then we're going to scoop out some avocado. Put that in there, because we're just going to make an avocado spread. And this is packed with so much nutrients with the burdock and the sea moss gel. Burdock root and sea moss gel in any of my recipes are optional if you can find it. I know it took us a long time to find burdock root, fresh burdock root here. Jungle Gems finally sell it. But then you got to know where to look to get it. So that's over in the international section, at the end of where all the vegetables are at. So you just got to know where to find stuff, or just ask questions, or just do a Google search, or try to find Asian markets and, you know, start calling around and say, hey, do you sell the burdock root? So they're going to add some cucumber in here as well. That's kind of high again. I did it again. I'm supposed to put some sea moss gel. I'll add that in a minute. Might have to get the big boy out again. I play too much. Keep using that little bitty thing today, as I'm putting too much stuff in there. If I use the big one, I can put everything I want in there. So let us use the big one. Let me rinse that off. Okay, so we're going to use the big one. So I can put everything I need in there. So we're going to blend this smooth. Or we're going to process this until it's smooth. I add the sea moss gel in there. I need a spoon. I didn't want to pour that in there. Okay. Get some sea moss gel in there. Put some seasoning. I'm gonna add a little sea salt in the mix. And we might as well add a little parsley in here too. You don't have to add the parsley. This is just optional. This is just stuff that I had left over, so I just want to use it up. So let's mix this up. Put it on low. Forgot to add a little piece of onion. And scrape the sides. So that is blended well. If it doesn't get 100% creamy, that is okay. And this is the mixture that we have. So I'm just going to add a layer of this on top of the vegetables. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is going to be full of flavor too. So when I make my dressing, sometimes I use avocado as my dressing and make it super creamy. So that's an idea for dressing. And you can really use any vegetable and blend it up. Mix it with a little oil and seasonings and you got dressing. You don't have to buy store-bought dressing. Getting all of this. Some of these, the chopped up veggies left over, so I'm gonna just sprinkle a little bit of those on the top because I just want to get rid of everything. So that is our beautiful casserole. You can see it on the side. You can see it at the top. So let's go plate this puppy. I'm sure it's going to be even better tomorrow. So I want to give you a close-up look at the goodness that I am getting ready to indulge on. I think it's beautiful. Look at that side view. You can see the mushroom meat, the noodles, vegetables, the pesto at the bottom. All right. Let's do this. I'm going to use a spatula to get through everything. Cut through the zucchini noodles. The first piece is always the messiest piece. Look at that goodness. I'm getting all my stuff. I got the sea salt in case I needed to add a little sea salt. So here we go. Hi guys, you never get to see me. So let's see how this tastes. I could use a little salt, but overall, it's delicious. This is going to give you some of the good fat that you need with the avocados and then the vegetables. And we got raw mushrooms in here. This is really good. This is really, really good. So being raw vegan is not boring. It's not boring on the taste buds. I really am enjoying this. I am going to do a cookbook as well. But just know leftovers are your friend. Like anything left over you can make a dish with. And that's what I'm trying to show you. Like I just pretty much made this up. I've never, did this before. This is just something new I'm trying just to give myself a variety of different things to eat aside from just eating a salad. Because when you think eating raw or vegan, you just think of eating just fruit and just a salad. But it can be so much more with so much flavor. I'm sorry, guys. This is really good. So I'm getting ready to have a smackdown. And I'll be sharing this with my daughter or whomever wants some. So I don't know if I'll have some left over. But my next thing I'm going to show you how to do is the raw vegan pizza. And you're like, well, how are you going to make the crust? You just kind of dehydrate some things and dehydrate the tomatoes, and you can make the pizza. It's going to be a raw vegan pizza filled with a bunch of herbs and stuff. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. So until next time, guys. Bye.